All right, SCDs. Hey, hope you're doing good. Happy hump day on this Wednesday. I'm coming to you today with your July planning tool. And by the way, if you hear the lawnmowers outside, right when I decided to record to you today, the neighbors decide that it's time to mow the lawn. And so we'll have that as our wonderful background today. All right, so we're going to look at our July planning tool and have a quick segment here since we didn't have a normal second webinar for the month, and we loved having Cindy and really getting her insight on increasing your income. Loved it. So let's go ahead and look at the July planning tool and look at really what does it mean to make July great. And it's a summer month, and so we kind of, every month that you're thinking about planning, you really want to kind of get in the headspace of where you're at, where your team's at, and what is it that's going to be realistic for July, and then how do you inspire during that particular month. So without having to really say it, we know it's a super busy month. Conference is certainly one aspect, but we're right in the middle and throes of summer. All right, so does that mean that the business has to be compromised? No, it just means we may do business different in July than we did in March or April. All right, so looking here, and I'm going to go ahead and preface that our template for the planning tool has not been modified to reflect the change in verbiage between start swell and quick start, which has come true. So you will still see mention, at least in the pink part, start swell. But in our notes, we're certainly referencing wishes, okay? So I just wanted to kind of put that out there that we're working to get all of our collateral updated with our new program. All right, so we definitely don't want to get away from the very important messaging of always thinking about driving growth every single month in those three areas of activity, productivity, recruiting, remembering that the messaging is different to different groups of your G0 and lineage, because you want to be impacting your lineage with these results as well, based on your communication with your leaders. So I highly recommend, I know some of you do it religiously every month, meet with your leaders to walk through this planning tool, or just walk through any kind of discussion on what you're doing to get people that are doing nothing to do something, people that are doing something to do more, and those that are doing more to share the business. So that we're just kind of, there's this stair step. And when there's an intentional focus there with you and your leaders, your organization is moving, it's thriving, there's a pulse, okay? So you can, I'll email this to you. Actually, the email you're getting this in will probably have this document, so you don't have to screen grab. But as you can see, there's some creativity here with driving activity. You're talking to these people that may not party in July, but maybe they're doing transactional orders with moms, nurses, and teachers. So remember that to kind of help them focus on with what the special is. That's our core audience with transactional selling, that they can easily search for who ordered lunch thermals last school year. It's time to get new thermals for this year. All right, so moving down to productivity, those people that they're going to submit sales in July. They may be working towards Maui. They could be, they need a certain level of income every month. They're submitting something. Well, how can we get them to do more? They need a fresh idea for July, okay? So a couple things I really like is a happy hour party. So it's a 1 hour party, really down and dirty, in a creative, fun place with some girlfriends, okay? So that's one idea. So maybe challenging your producers to having at least one happy hour party. Also, your producers should be carrying with them at all times solution sets that are specifically for outdoor activities. So if they are going to the pool, then having a solution set with them, or 2 or 3 solution sets that would be going to the ball field, and the pool, or the beach, or the park. So just that constant awareness, and then they're ready to start conversations for selling and booking wherever they're at. And then a good challenge in the month of July. Again, thinking that we could be heavier on transactional sales in July than normal because of the busy pace. Challenging, really this is relevant for everybody on the team, to collect 5 to 10 orders per week. So we've done this in the past where we've had a number order challenge, but this is a really good message to pulse throughout the month, and just celebrating who collected, 5 to 10 orders, and celebrating them on your page for that week. And then the next week, visit it again. The key is consistency. Don't throw something out at the beginning of the month unless you plan to see it through. Okay, because they'll pick up on that next month. But if they know they're going to be celebrated throughout the month, then they're more likely to play. Okay. And then finally, in recruiting, you have a new and exciting message with Wishes Come True. So I'm sure you have already reached to past leads, but again, challenging your recruiters or developing leaders, helping them with words to say when reaching to past leads, to introduce them to the new program. That is going to be, the timing is really important, and this is a really good time to be doing that. All right, so a couple other ideas there, and booking July should be amazing, especially with this hostess special. And I'm not usually one that says let the hostess special be the driver, but because this product just visually sends the message that we have a look that's shifting, it's going to be this product is going to be eye-opening for some of your current customers that are, your VIP customers. So I would be really targeting that VIP group with this backpack special to get parties booked. You absolutely can do it. Don't let conference be something that sends the message of, oh, well, it's conference month, so my sales aren't going to be as high, or my sales goal needs to be lower. Ladies, it's 4, and if you choose to come 5 days, great, but it's 4 to 5 days that you're away, okay? How many days are in the month of July? I think it's 31. And so you have a lot of days that you can plan to have quality time with the kids. You can plan to have evenings to coach your consultants, that you can plan to have parties, okay? You just have to be strategic in those months. There's still no compromise. Remember Maui, earning Maui, there's no room for breathing, really. Every month, you've got to kick out those consistent sales and those PICAs. So just a reminder here, you'll have a chance to read through this. Just a reminder on this page that each 1, 2, and 3 is strategic. Your number 1 messaging across the board is to drive activity in that segment. Your number 2 message across the board is to drive productivity in that segment. And number 3 is to drive recruiting in that segment. So we were really intentional there. So, and you'll see some of these are repetitive. So, for instance, the happy hour party idea is a message for your consistent sellers, which is also your high-performing non-leaders and your leaders, right? So you have the same message, but the question is how are you going to deliver it? And so that is where we really can either sell ourselves short and seem like it's not a personal message or a personal touch, or you can really maximize this message with individual reach outs. So the more personal you can make this messaging, not just broadcasting, the better. Okay, so like if you have a Rising Star group going, then those people, those are your VIPs on your team. They deserve an individual reach out and planning their party schedule. Okay, so you've got different ways that you message everyone. So I just wanted to do a quick business update as well, because we didn't have a regular webinar, and I think that you like these numbers because it gives you something to shoot for. With 10 days left in June, I would definitely, if you haven't already, check your activity rate. So I'm really driving home this message because I'm hoping you are seeing the impact in your income, that the higher your activity rate, the higher your income, the higher your DPAC, the higher your paycheck. And then the higher your recruiting, obviously, the higher your BOM as well. So the company in the month of May Our activity rate for May as a company was 72.5. So 72.5 of the company submitted something. So you can, I would keep that in mind, but don't let that be the deciding factor on your goal. Your goal should be based on where you've been trending through the year and to get higher. So if you were at 60% in May, then your goal should be 65% or 70% to push yourself. But if your activity rate was above 72.5, then feel great about the fact that you're above average with what the rest of the company's doing, the rest of the field is doing. So just kind of use it as a measure mark, but again, decide your goal based on beating yourself, okay, and seeing increase. The DPAC for May for the company was $547. So again, measure against what your DPAC has been last month, the last 90 days, and then set your DPAC goal based on that. And then one more KPI that you might be interested in is the average order. In May was $80.66. The reason I like knowing that and why I want you to know that is that when you're challenging your team to 5 to 10 orders a week, knowing that it's $80, it could be an average of $80, and you can tell your consultants the company average order was $80. What if you had 5 of those? Where would your sales be? What if you had 10 of those? That's a party. So, that's a really good $80, kind of knowing that's where we were at for May. I don't have June stats yet. June's coming in a little slower because we heavily audit June, and not June, May. I don't have your recognition yet for May because we heavily audit that. So that's why I'm not able to celebrate you today, because we don't have those recognition numbers yet. But anyway, I hope that the May company stats help you today. All right. So as always, reach to me if I can help you in any way. If you're questioning where am I to focus, if you want help reading your story in your numbers, let me have that quick conversation with you so that your time in the summer is really maximized and focused in the right place with the right things, with the right people. Okay, that's what I really like to help you with. All right, and anything else. All right, so you guys have a great rest of the week, and I'm here if you need me. Okay, bye-bye.